I'm half asleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. I just rolled out of bed. I'm tired. You could probably tell from my voice. I only got a few hours of sleep last night. So hopefully I'm gonna be on point for this. My mind hasn't even fully waken up, but I heard that a diss track dropped at the crack of dawn. Scru responded to Sean John from Knox Hill with a song called What Would King Von Do? Family Matters freestyle response. And I've noticed that he hasn't put Knox Hill's name in the title, at least not for the last few. And I could be wrong, but I think that that's on purpose because of the angle Knox took saying that he's using him for clout. And this is kind of his way of saying, I don't need your names pushing the algorithm. Don't really care about it. That's not what I'm doing this for. So you guys let me know what you think about that down in the comments, but let's dive in. Let's see what he's cooking with.
You a contradicting coward, that's just sour, you ain't right. Is my family full of felons or am I not about that life? I caught him in the lie, swear to God Samad can help you right. Tell him we ain't do that song because of all them Twitter slides. I told him leave alone, he disses sneaky though, and yeah, I peeped it bro. Now you niggas work in the community, no TV show. I can tell you ain't really got shit by the receipt you show.
Okay, hold up, let's go. There's a lot happening already. So he's going through this acapella the same way as Knox did his track, so I like that. And he's rebuttaling a lot of the stuff that Knox said. So Knox is kind of painting his family as being full of felons to an extent. I mean, what his mom did was fraud. I wouldn't say that it makes her about that life, but I get where he's coming from because he's also saying Scru is not the character that he portrays in his songs. So I think that this is a valid response. As far as the Samad bars, I think that the whole Samad writing for Knox is just kind of a shot that he's taking, but imagine if that was true and there was receipts for it. Because of all the stuff that Knox said about Benzino having ghostwriters for a diss track, that shit would be battle ending. That would be a crazy turn of events. But I feel like it was more so just a shot and it kind of led into the next things that he said about him and Samad and why they didn't do a song. So Samad responded to the last Scru reaction that I did. And he said that they had talked about the back and forth that they were going to do. So I guess that whole thing was planned as far as what Samad said. And he felt like Scru went a little bit too far with his. And he said, you know what? We'll just squash all of it. It's cool as long as we get a song out of it. So as far as I know, that's why they were going to do a song. And then he claims, Samad, that Scru was still throwing shots on Twitter. And so Samad responded with the same energy. Scru, though, is saying that Samad's the one that jumped out the window talking shit, and that's why we're not doing the song. So it's kind of a he said, she said. I don't follow them close enough to know who's doing what. If you guys know more, let me know down below in the comments. But it's a valid rebuttal.
Felons, or am I not about that life? I caught him in the lie. Swear to God, Samad can help you right. Tell him we ain't do that song because of all them Twitter slides. I told him leave alone. He disses sneaky though, and yeah, I peeped it, bro. Now you niggas work in the community, no TV show. I can tell you ain't really got shit by the receipt you show. Really tried to say I fuck my man, girl, that's evil, bro. I hope it ain't the person that I'm thinking, cause you need to know that I could prove that I was with that girl before she speak to bro. I ain't make them videos.
He's also responding to the whole you slept with your friend's girl thing. And I don't know who he was talking about. I did throw my name in the hat just because we're Eskimo brothers. You know what I'm saying? Which is mad funny to put it that way. But there was a girl that he spoke to, and then 4 to 5 months later, when me and him weren't really talking anymore, I also hung out with her. We went to a high-res show, all that kind of stuff. So I was like, it can't be about me because we weren't friends. He hung out with her long before I did. There was no crossover, anything like that. But someone in my comment section said that the person Knox is talking about is the girl that Scru is with now, who he's having a baby with, saying that that was one of his friend's exes. So that might be what was being talked about. But again, it was just a random comment from somebody that I don't know. So I don't know if that was true or not. If you guys know more, you guys can leave it down below in the comments. Regardless, it was a valid angle from Knox if it's a true thing, or even just to paint that picture because it's going to make people question it. Clearly Scru doesn't even know who he's talking about, or he's just playing that up and he knows who he's talking about, but he doesn't really want to like directly address it. So either way, he rebutted it in a way that, again, I feel like it works.
Thinking cause you need to know that I could prove that I was with that girl before she speak to bro. I ain't make them videos private because we beef a hoe. Probably didn't notice they was private when you leaked them though. But now I know you panic trying to hack my private videos and lying about a fucking leak. Like that's some shit we didn't know. Now
This whole acapella is just one long rebuttal. Did Knox say that he privated the videos because of the fact that Knox had spoke on them, or was he just saying that he noticed that they were private? Either way, if he was trying to paint the narrative that Scru put them private because of everything Knox was saying, he's just telling him they've been private. Like, I don't know like what you're talking about. Like, I didn't do anything because of shit that you said. Like, I didn't react to things that you said as far as running to private videos and stuff like that. They'd already been that way.
I flew a fucking fan now. You ain't honest hoe. Never flew out nothing in my life. But yeah, you got it, bro.
As far as that goes, and I said this in my reaction to Knox's diss, I wouldn't give a shit if he did fly a fan out. I already told you guys, your mom's is not safe. If your mom is a fan, she liked the music, the videos, and she slides in my DMs, I'm knocking her down. I don't know what to tell you. If people feel a type of way about that, ain't shit I could do about it, but I promise you, I'm knocking her down if she slides. So just be careful. You know what I'm saying? Keep moms away, because moms, aunts, anybody could get it.
Panic trying to hack my private videos and lying about a fucking leak like that's some shit we didn't know. Now I flew a fucking fan out. You ain't honest hoe. Never flew out nothing in my life, but yeah, you got it, bro.
But I guess that's also in response to him trying to say that he flew out someone who was underage. He just didn't speak on the underage part of it. Just says, I never flew anybody out ever in my life.
Can't rap to him, cap to him. They ain't gotta know, but understand there's evidence to prove it, and I got it, bro. If your next shit...
Wait, hold up. Was that about the same thing?
And now, you ain't honest hoe. Never flew out nothing in my life, but yeah, you got it, bro. Can't rap to him, cap to him. They ain't gotta know, but understand there's evidence to prove it, and I got it, bro.
Is he talking about the fly a fan out thing? As far as there's evidence to prove it? Because I feel like there wouldn't be evidence that you didn't fly a fan out, because if you didn't do it, there's just nothing, right? As far as that goes. So he might be talking about something else and I'm just not understanding it.
Can't rap to him, cap to him. They ain't gotta know, but understand there's evidence to prove it, and I got it, bro. If your next shit is based on that shit, you bout to choke. Talking about my seed, fuck nigga, now we gotta go. What about yo kids? Hope nothing's in your closet, bro. You start talking families, make sure you got a nicer home. Make sure you love your wife at home. Make sure that you don't fight at home. You opened up your dick-sucking dick, you don't feel slightly gross? Freaky ass boy, how you dissing while you slobbing, bro? Mom and dad gonna know, and Parker gonna be like, that's not my bro. He like, when I fake my reactions, it's in the title, bro, but people feel you fake all your reactions. Check your comments, ho.
So this is good so far. I'm not gonna lie. So let me roll back real quick, because there's a lot of shit happening here. So he's upset that he mentioned something to do with his kids. I don't remember exactly what was said. I don't feel like it was super disrespect, but he did mention kids, I'm pretty sure. And he's basically saying that's not cool. So you better make sure that you got a safe home, that you ain't doing nothing crazy, because we will dig it up. Hopefully you ain't got no skeletons in your closet.
Kids, hope nothing's in your closet, bro. You start talking families, make sure you got a nicer home. Make sure you love your wife at home. Make sure that you don't fight at home. You opened up your dick-sucking dick, you don't feel slightly gross? Freaky ass boy, how you dissing while you slobbing, bro? Mom and dad gonna know, and Parker gonna be like, that's not my bro.
Is Parker Knox's kid? Or is Parker somebody else? I'm not familiar.
He like, when I fake my reactions, it's in the title, bro, but people feel you fake all your reactions. Check your comments, ho.
And so this is his way of kind of rebuttaling Knox's rebuttal, saying that that's great that you claim that you do first-time reactions and you have the full analysis reactions, and that's a cool spin because it makes it look like you do separate the two, but people think that you fake all of your reactions, and I could prove it by looking at your comments because people say that shit all the time. So it's a good rebuttal to a rebuttal. So we going deep in the matrix at this point.
And reacted to Eminem rapping, not the problem, bro, but dissing someone cause you honest, Paul makes you an honest hoe. Why your flow sound like spoken word? That shit is awful, bro. Another nigga dissed me, said I don't got music with my bro.
So this rebuttal, I don't feel like hits all that hard. The whole reacting to Eminem rapping is different than you dissing somebody type. Like, basically what Knox tried to say in his was, if you're gonna hate on me for a bar that I had, the Ahmaud Arbery line, then you also should have that same hate for Eminem, because he said some wild shit on that tape that got released from Benzino like years and years ago when he was a younger kid. Obviously, I don't think that Eminem is racist. I think a lot of people realize that that was just ignorance, but I guess Knox's way of putting it was like, it's the same thing with me. It came from an ignorant place, made a mistake, apologized for it, no different than Eminem. And you're cool with M, but you're not cool with me. So why can't my apology be accepted, but his can? So I don't feel like that fully negated what Knox said necessarily, but I get what he was trying to do.
Why your flow sound like spoken word? That shit is awful, bro. Another nigga dissed me, said I don't got music with my bro. He was wrong, but you was extra wrong. I guess y'all sharing notes.
Ooh. So he responded to DK Rap Artist diss a little bit as well right there. Because DK is the one that was saying stuff about his brother, but he didn't necessarily say he didn't have music with him. He just said that he didn't do a cypher with him. Like, he didn't put him on any of his big cyphers that he's done, which I guess is music. So I can see why he took that angle, and it kind of fit in perfectly with what Knox said, and it was just an easy way to kind of rebuttal both at the same time.
Someone cause you honest, Paul makes you an honest hoe. Why your flow sound like spoken word? That shit is awful, bro. Another nigga dissed me, said I don't got music with my bro. He was wrong, but you was extra wrong. I guess y'all sharing notes. Said a blind man, not blind, nah, not even, bro. You said a Nigerian ain't Nigerian. We even, ho. Now you even trying to take my culture. What a demon. Yo, not Yoruba, not Awasa, I'm Igbo if you need to know. Yeah.
So Okay. All right. So he didn't listen. He didn't take back or try to backtrack on the whole. I said a blind man wasn't blind. He said, but you also said a Nigerian wasn't Nigerian. So we both saying some shit. So we even on that one.
Took a break from white rappers. You know the reason though? For a little second, I noticed that's all I seem to show. And I didn't want my page to look like yours. I took a real approach as I thought it was wrong to not give room to let my people flow.
Okay. This is good so far. A lot of rebuttals, and I'd say quite a few of them are on point. So he's saying the reason why he had that Discord post that Knox Hill showed about him saying that I'm going to give white rappers a break was because he felt like his channel was only doing white artists at that time, and he felt like he needed to give a wider range of reactions because it just didn't feel right to not let his people flow, aka get more black artists on there. Whether or not that's true, I don't know, because I mean, I'm not gonna go scroll back through his thing and try to match dates and see what he was uploading at the time, but I'm sure somebody out there will do that. So if you guys do, let me know in the comments.
Bitch. Wait, this nigga been my son is? I gotta tap into something different. Hold on. Okay, he lied again. They gon' lie for him cause they are not my friend. What can they do? Sit and cry for him and watch him die again. I'm hot as shit. Everything I drop has been some honest shit. You bought him, bitch. Every single drop you playing politics. Clap the chrome. Break a happy home. Hope y'all don't never split. Oh shit. Guess everybody leaking. Hope he got the kids. He dropping fast, but he dropping trash. Don't put no sauce on it. What's the point of fucking dropping quick if you keep dropping shit? I got it, dude. It's all logical. He went to private school. Get rapper listen. Then he captain him. Cause he's not as cool. You keep talking about Nebraska boy, but you should stop it, dude. Got some calls from Omaha, I promise you that's not the move. Chris, you thought you had some jockey.
I'm sure that there's something there in that call from Omaha. I don't know exactly what he's talking about, but otherwise he's basically just trying to paint this picture of you went to private school, you know, saw rap, wanted it to be part of your image, you jumped into it, like just kind of downplaying Knox and his position in hip hop in general.
Clap the chrome, break a happy home, hope y'all don't never split. Oh shit, guess everybody leaking. Hope he got the kids. He dropping fast, but he dropping trash, don't put no sauce on it. What's the point of fucking dropping quick if you keep dropping shit? I got it, dude. It's all logical. He went to private school, get rapper listen, then he captain image, cause he's not as cool. You keep talking about Nebraska boy, but you should stop it, dude. Got some calls from Omaha, I promise you that's not the move. Chris, you thought you had some jock in you, became a soccer dude. Had some boo-boos, fucking wah goo goo, probably flopped a few. Look for something easier to do it, then you stop to do. Why your passion didn't overcome it? You a softy dude? They don't get it yet? Okay, well fuck it then, let's walk him through. Started rapping, now his hair is blonde. Okay, we got it, dude. Gotta get your culture somewhere. I ain't knocking you, but talk about my son again. I'm asking what King Von would do. You reached out in 2019 and then you dropped the loot.
Hold up. Cost of a feature, 2019, 7:45 a.m., July 22nd. Been following you since you dropped, in my opinion, the best verse on that Four Horsemen track. I love the music, the personality, and everything you bring to the table as an artist and commentator. Okay, so that's all right. So he got some receipts on Knox hitting him up back in 2019, asking for the cost of a feature and kind of giving him some love. Now, obviously, him showing him love is not the biggest deal. People's minds can change as time goes on, but it's valid in a diss track to show something like this.
Son again, I'm asking what King Von would do. You reached out in 2019 and then you dropped the loot. 9 days later, start reacting. Oh, I'm on a dude. Treat Daniel like my son. You know that I Mr. Miyagi you.
Hold up, wait. So he says dropped the loot. So I'm curious, did they do a track together? Did he pay him for a verse? I'm not sure or familiar at all, so you guys got to let me know. But he's saying you sent this to me, and then a week later, you dropped your first reaction. So he's trying to say that I basically inspired you. Like I Mr. Miyagi'd you. I was sensei. Like I'm the one that got you into this. I'm who you was watching, and then you started to do it yourself. Woo, that's an angle. That's an angle.
Start reacting, oh, I'm on a dude. Treat Daniel like my son, you know that I Mr. Miyagi you. I think that the real problem is I wouldn't talk to you. Why you keep on bringing shady records? Do they sponsor you? Is that why you blazing? Do you sell out like a prostitute? Why you keep on kicking fucking lies? Bro, we got the proof. We don't care if you apologize after they mopping you. I'd respect it if you said it before they was mobbing you. I'd respect it if you said it before they was washing you.
I get this angle. So he's talking about the Ahmaud Arbery line and saying like, you know, basically you only apologized because you were getting mobbed. You had a whole bunch of people on your ass. And so you apologized. But I feel like that's always where an apology comes from, right? Like if you do something and you don't realize that it was as wrong as other people take it, like, you're not going to turn around and apologize because you haven't realized it yet. Maybe like down the line, a couple years later, he'd listen back to that track and be like, yo, that was really distasteful. I shouldn't have said that line. But the reason that you put it out is because you're ignorant to the fact that you're kind of being stupid at that point. Does that not make sense? And so if people don't bring it to your attention, which is people mobbing you, hating on you, all that kind of stuff, you don't know to really reflect on it yet and give that apology. So I get where he's coming from, where it's like I get both sides of it, right? Like if somebody feels like they're being pushed to apologize or they're getting backlash and so they apologize, a lot of people will look at it as like it's less genuine, and I can understand that. But at the same time, I feel like that is the only reason an apology would happen, right? Because if nobody gave backlash, then nobody's mad about it, so there's nothing to apologize for. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at that point, everybody is accepting of it. So I get where he's coming from, but I just feel like that's where apologies come from, right? Like if you offend somebody in an argument, you apologize for offending them. There are times where you say some stuff, and after the fact, when you reflect on it, you apologize for it without thinking that they're upset or anything. You're just like, you know what? I was out of line. But it's like, it takes time for that to happen. You know, it's different when you're in an argument. You say some crazy shit, like, you know, you said some crazy shit. In a track, you might think being a little bit edgy and stuff like that is going to be acceptable because people do it all the time. It just depends on what topic you touch on. You got to be careful, right? Same with comedians. Like some comedians will touch on some topics with people passing away very quickly. And sometimes they'll stand on it. Sometimes they'll apologize. But at the moment, they probably think, you know what, this could work. So I get it, but I'm back and forth on that one.
Is that why you glazing? Do you sell out like a prostitute? Why you keep on kicking fucking lies? Bro, we got the proof. We don't care if you apologize after they mobbing you. I'd respect it if you said it before they was mobbing you. I'd respect it if you said it before they was washing you. You super freak on this is you and me did it to Dada too.
Yes. Oh, right there, Daddy. I mean, Dada.
Yo!
What's he doing with his mouth?
Let nature take its course, kids. Okay,
I forgot about that.
Copyright bar, you said to me, did it to Dada too. First you copied M, then copy Nada. Okay, you got it, dude. But you such a copycat, you fuck around and copy you. Yeah, this hip.
I'd have to go back and listen. So he's saying he used the exact same copyright bar, I'm assuming word for word, against Dada that he's using against Scru, which is interesting. It's not the end of the world. It's just one bar, like 2 lines. So it's not that crazy, but it's worth pointing out, and it's definitely an angle to take.
Okay, you got it, dude. But you such a copycat, you fuck around and copy you. Yeah, this hip-hop music for the people that done got abused. Matter of fact, let's talk abuse. What about alcohol abuse? Did you have some fucking Jaeger bombs, a couple schnapps in you? Got up in that car, your boys and girls, no, this not the move. Talking about me taking care of kids like you responsible. You know if they take away your license, they gonna walk to school.
So is he trying to say that Knox Hill got pulled over for DWI or had some shit happen with alcohol and driving, like an accident or anything like that?
Abuse. Matter of fact, let's talk abuse. What about alcohol abuse? Did you have some fucking Jaeger bombs, a couple schnapps in you? Got up in that car, your boys and girls, no, this not the move. Talking about me taking care of kids like you responsible. You know if they take away your license, they gonna walk to school. You move like a cop, ironically, they had the cops on you. You give crashing out a new name, I'm glad they stopping you. You piece of shit, if all you wanted shot, you could've called us. Left them on a Cody road, they got me cooking stardust. Acting like I'm trying to use your...
I like that bar. Okay, so I don't know about this situation, but it sounds like he's talking about Knox getting drunk and being behind the wheel. And I assume he's not saying that he had his kids with him. He's just saying if they took your license away, they'd have to walk to school. So you're not being there for your kids. You're putting yourself in a position where you can't help them if you go down this path and you do these certain things. But then he said something about you leave him on a Cody road, no start, whatever. I got to hear the bar again, but someone's got to give me some context to this because I don't know exactly what he's talking about. And I think it's a good bar regardless with the little bit that I do take from it. But I feel like it could be way crazier if it was like this happened and his kids was in the car or some shit like that. Like this hits way harder then.
Away your license, they gonna walk to school. You move like a cop, ironically, they had the cops on you. You give crashing out a new name, I'm glad they stopping you. You piece of shit, if all you wanted shot, you could've called us. Left them on a Cody road, they got me cooking stardust. Acting like I'm trying to use your name to get my star up, but literally use my name in every single song, bruh.
So that's why he's not putting his name in the titles, because Knox is putting Screwface John diss. He's not putting Knox Hill diss. And that way he's able to use this bar where he's like, you say I'm using your name, but you putting my name in every single song that you doing. So who's actually using whose name? That's a smart approach.
Trying to use your name to get my star up, but literally use my name in every single song, bruh. Raise your hand if you ever heard somebody dissing genre, bruh. Like a whole genre with one fucking song, bruh.
Of that, he said like 3 or 4 times at this point. Like, we get it. He thinks that everybody dissing him says the same shit. But I will stand on the same opinion that I have, that there's only so many things to diss each person about. And if you don't know them personally or know somebody close to them that's willing to give information, you're only going to be able to talk on so many topics. And at that point, it becomes who has the most creative angles on those topics. The topics themselves are valid because it's about that person. It's just how you go about it that makes it different from the other people that may have tried that. Because again, otherwise, once someone's dissed somebody and used all the angles on them, then nobody should ever diss them again, because what are you going to say? Like, they're a bad person because I can't talk about anything specific because the last person did. Like, it just doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that doesn't make any sense.
In times like this, I ask myself, what would King Von do? I ain't diss you cause I'm always with you, but you're not official, now I'm on the loose. It breaks my heart that he would take a loss, so damn personal to move out too. I wanna ask him what Allah would do, but now I'm asking what King Von would do. I'm loaded up.
Yo, I want to ask him what Allah would do. Yo, that's actually kind of crazy.
I ain't diss you cause I'm always with you, but you're not official, now I'm on the loose. It breaks my heart that he would take a loss, so damn personal to move out too. I wanna ask him what Allah would do, but now I'm asking what King Von would do. I'm loaded up, so now I gotta shoot up in the pop right out with the Babadook. You say a lot of shit without a lot of proof. How many?
Yo, I like that bar. I'm popping up with the Babadook. Yo, Babadook was a crazy movie, and I'm gonna be real with you. The kid in Babadook was one of the most annoying kids that I've ever seen in my life in any movie ever. Like, I almost turned the movie off because the kid was such a good actor at just sucking ass. I could not stand that kid. And that's why, listen, I don't want no kids in my life. I'm not a kid person, and that kid is exactly why. I know not most kids are like that, but imagine if that ended up being my kid. I'm selling that bitch. I'm just being real with you.
The loss of damn personal to move out too. I wanna ask him what Allah would do, but now I'm asking what King Von would do. I'm loaded up, so now I gotta shoot up in the pop right out with the Babadook. You say a lot of shit without a lot of proof. How many times I showed that you ain't talking truth? The worst type of YouTube rapper. You the reason that they think we all are goofs. This whole time thought I was battling Luke on again. Know what you not to do? I guess Eminem cosplays just started to be a whole genre too. A nigga said that he got me on no jumper, but he was lying too. They ain't never even talked to you. They sent you one DM you ain't responded to. Still think that I'm lying? Okay, fuck it then. Let me jump the proof. Say
oh, hold up. Oh, so there's more shots at No Life Shaq. I was like, who's he talking about? Did Knox say that he got him on No Jumper? So they sent Scru a DM. They said, hey, Scru, would like to get in touch for an interview. Whenever you come to LA, let me know. And it looks like, so did he reach out to No Jumper to ask if they can share the DMs with him? Would like to get in touch for an interview. Because, I mean, the only way he got this DM on the right is if No Jumper sent it to him, which is kind of crazy that they would share the DM. Like, yo, we did reach out. I mean, I guess it, you know, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like there was a whole conversation or anything crazy. But so what he's trying to say is, yeah, I went on No Jumper, but you said that you got me on No Jumper. So I don't know anything about this. I've not seen much of No Life Shaq's video, so I don't know when or where he said this. I'm assuming it must have been in one of his reactions to these diss tracks. But that's crazy if he actually did say that, but it wasn't true, because it looks like he didn't even respond to No Jumper. If anybody knows more information about this, again, fill me in, because there's some little things on the outside that I don't always keep up with.
Luke on again. Know what you not to do? I guess Eminem cosplays just started to be a whole genre too. A nigga said that he
I like that Eminem cosplay being a whole genre. That's actually a dope bar.
got me on No Jumper, but he was lying too. They ain't never even talked to you. They sent you one DM you ain't responded to. Still think that I'm lying? Okay, fuck it then. Let me jump the proof. Said he got me some sponsor too, but how to contact me if I ain't contact you? And that was like in November.
Yo, I recommended you to a music label to do a paid promo. What's the best contact for you? I never saw this till now and never gave him a contact.
Jump the proof. Said he got me some sponsor too, but how to contact me if I ain't contact you? And that was like in November, but for years I've been getting sponsor views. Don't chop that favor. Tell me the labels that you done shot me to. I'm used to these niggas lying on me. I just hope your fans keep you honest, dude. You start to show that you not the bro that you claim to be when you wanted to.
Okay, so he's saying, listen, I ain't even respond back to you saying that, so how would they contact me if I ain't even contact you back? Now, it's possible that that's valid, and maybe he didn't actually get him any sponsors or anything like that, but there is a chance that if No Life Shaq put Scru in front of them, they could easily just go on social media and reach out to him, or go to his videos and find the email contact that he has and reach out to him that way. So there's a possibility that a sponsor that he got did happen because No Life Shaq reached out to them and let them know about him. But until we see like facts of that, like a sponsor that Scru had, and then also No Life Shaq reaching out to that sponsor in an email or something like that, there's no guarantee that that's actually what happened.
Don't chop that favor. Tell me the labels that you done shot me to. I'm used to these niggas lying on me. I just hope your fans keep you honest, dude. You start to show that you not the bro that you claim to be when you wanted to. I hope this shows what they biases, how they lying shit, cause they don't rock with Scru. Overhype any nigga that's golden diss me. That shit is awkward too. I wonder why they ain't do the same for some mine. Well, I think I got a clue. One day he gonna look back at how we moving now and then probably puke. Yeah.
My man playing that race card real quick. So he's saying, listen, they overhype me when I battle against people. Not overhype him. They overhype the person that I'm battling. Hold up.
You claim to be when you wanted to. I hope this shows what they biases, how they lying shit, cause they don't rock with Scru. Overhype any nigga that's golden diss me. That shit is awkward too. I wonder why they ain't do the same for some mine. Well, I think I got a clue.
Okay, so he's saying that when I go back and forth with people in these diss tracks, they overhype the person that I'm going against and try to make it seem like they won. Which is probably because they don't like Scru. But he said that they didn't do that with Samad, and he wonders why. And I feel like that's him alluding to the fact that Samad is also black. And so they didn't overhype him, but they'll overhype somebody like Knox Hill or Upchurch or any of these white artists that he's gone at because they're white. Like, he's not saying it directly, but it feels like that's what he's hinting at.
One day he gonna look back at how we moving now and then probably puke. This nigga was talking about my son. What will King Von do? This pussy boy gonna have to run me my one. What will King Von do? This fuck boy was talking about my mind. What will King Von do? He lie on me on every single song. What will King Von do? And I don't even fuck with drill like that. What will King Von do? But you push me to a whole nother level. What will King Von do? And fuck boy, stop lying. What will King Von do? You want this shit to be Kendrick vs. Drake so bad. What will King Von do? You forcing angles that ain't even real. And you getting disproven every time. Niggas just accepting. Stop rapping like a fucking malfunctioning computer, bro. Work on your flow.
I've never heard that before.
Why you blatantly lie about no jumper, gang? If you got me some sponsors, I just need to see the paper, because the verdict is out on that, too. You was on your shit talking like you made me, gang. You willing to lie to your audience for that? And I get it, you trying to passive-aggressively get back at me while maintaining your I'm everybody's buddy brand. But I promise you I wouldn't have to keep getting at you if you didn't keep doing weird shit. I promise I'll be wanting to like you, black man, I promise. But you just be making that shit impossible sometimes.
It's a weird way to put it. It's a weird way to put it. Like, yo, I promise I'll be trying to like you, black man. I thought we were about to get a whole nother verse for a second there, but that's the end of it, I think. Let me make sure I ain't missed nothing. Okay, yeah, that was the end of it. All right, so this was a wild ride. There was a lot of rebuttaling, a lot of fresh shots, some good angles. This might have been his best drop yet. I think that the approach that he took on this, the flow, like as far as the technical rapping, it was extremely on point. Might be one of the best out of all the ones that have dropped so far between both of them. So comparing it, I'm like, I gotta let this one marinate a little bit, but I might be leaning a little bit towards Scru with this one. It's also hard because when you go second, you get the benefit of the doubt because that third round starts with one person and you get to rebuttal a lot of shit they say and then also drop your own punches and take, so the fact that you get to take some wind out of somebody else's diss as well as drop your own shit, it gives you that advantage. So I'm gonna let this whole thing marinate. I'm gonna let all 3 rounds marinate. I don't think we're gonna get any more. We might, you never know. It feels like they're gonna go on forever at this point, but something tells me that this is gonna be the end of it. We'll see, because I mean, at this point, how much more can they say other than just rebuttaling rebuttals on top of rebuttals, and you know what I'm saying? So I think we reaching towards the end of it, but it all depends. Unless Knox feels like he's got more angles and more shit to say, we might be going a whole nother round. I know some people are judging this differently. Like they started it off with Scru's Euphoria diss as the beginning of round 1, and then Knox's first full diss as the completion of round 1. I don't think that that's fair to Scru, just because that track was not super direct and it only had a couple of shots in it, whereas Knox's was a full diss. So I feel like that's kind of unfair. I feel like you got to start it with the full disses, and that would be Knox coming out with his I forget what it was, because the Not Like Us remix, and then Scru's response to that. That would be round one. Then we had Stalker, and I forget what Scru's response was, but it was basically where he gave all the Easy Mill receipts. That would be round two. And then Sean John and What Would King Von Do would be round three. I think that that makes the most sense. It's a good back and forth, but I feel like Knox got better as it's gone on. Like, his third one might be his best one, but Scru's third one might be his best one too. I feel like he is consecutively leveled up. So it's a tough one. It's definitely a tough one. I might be leaning towards Scru right now though. I'm gonna let this marinate a little bit. I'm gonna go back on my own time. I'm gonna listen to all three from both of them again. And obviously, if more drop, we're here for it. We'll just keep rolling. I feel like I'm on call at this point. Every time I pick up my phone, someone's like, yo, a new disc dropped. I'm like, all right, let me suit up. Let me get in here. So appreciate you guys. I'm curious what you guys think. Either way, I'm just happy we having some diss tracks. Like, I love this shit. I was kind of upset when the Drake and Kendrick thing seemed to end, because I was having fun diving into it. And so when this started to spark up, it got me excited. Like, I just like shit like this. Like, if these guys end here, I hope that somebody else picks up the torch and starts going back and forth, because I want more shit that I can react to. I know that there's possibly some shit going on amongst some other communities and artists and stuff, and some other people that I've reacted to, so I'm hoping that we get some disses there as well. We'll see what happens, but take it easy, stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.